outside here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
From the gun, it's Taylor. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
To throw is Beathard. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Toward the pylon, caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because...
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Beathard to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. To throw is Beathard. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Clay Matthews in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's fielded at the 45. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible. To try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and long, it's Taylor. Going deep downfield for Ross. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Detroit! Leopard!
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they end up running themselves out of time.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And complete to Zach Ertz. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll throw here. Beathard. He's going to fire one deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys?
This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Taylor to throw. Buying time to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Taylor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. J.J. Nelson, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He hits his running back, Jay Ajayi. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw Beathard. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep over them. It's caught at the 10. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They run with Ajayi. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll be second and goal.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
Slow. 319. 319.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Oh, fighting off the defender. Going deep downfield for Ross. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On first down, it's Taylor. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Taylor. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. In for the score. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Detroit!
Beathard. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Beathard. He's going to fire one deep, middle of... And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here.
They've got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now it's Taylor. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he works free. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's Beathard to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Slow.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Slow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Slow.
On third down, Taylor. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. 1:57 to go in this first half. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Robertson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Mike 20. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Slow.
Now Taylor on first down. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. 2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here as they get the stop. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced out to his left. And he rifles one incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. This is Ajayi, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense, because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football. And that really hurts you as an offense.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Well, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Lucky 56. Over. Shift. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
Here's Beathard to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Lucky 56. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Gun!
To throw is Beathard. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at the 33. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
He's going to look, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. Going deep downfield for Ross. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Play action, now Taylor. It's caught, Nelson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground with a J. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the backside? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Caught by Nelson. And they work this out past the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he spins past him and into space. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals add on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Tight end right. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Shut down. Motion, check.
To throw is Beathard. Flushed out right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gone! Four down.
Back to throw Beathard. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check me out. We got 3 down. We got to stand up over there. Move! Watch him now, Barney! Gone! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll throw here. Beathard got his man complete over the middle. It's Robertson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Robertson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I think we should put a stopwatch on that one. You talk about having all day to throw the football, able to scan the field, find someone open after a long time. Big-time credit to the offensive line for protection. That's what we used to call throwing out of the rocking chair.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Aguilar has it. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground field. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Gun! Gun! Ready? Motion, motion, motion. Reset, reset, reset. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Elliott now to kick this one away. With it on the return is Logan. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, we got our... Hey, 319. 319. Check, Lucky.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From midfield now, here's Taylor. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cards continue to pour it on. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
Set! 319! 319!
They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 93, something like
Now Beathard. He's got him in. Complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can...
Under pressure now, and Beathard goes down to the turf. Randy Gregory in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Beathard to throw. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. 3rd down here. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Hey, Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. To Mixon. And he'll get this down to about the 30-31-yard line. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Out to his left, looking for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Eagles on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third
Detroit,
and a mile.
Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! We got it, we got it, we got it! Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Motion, 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 motion!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in